I'm Jason Collette, and I have the privilege to lead the Contra Costa South sector with my wife, Michelle. I'm excited to share a story about how the Bible can radically change someone's life and relationships. Darren Jerdonek experienced a transformation from someone who lived in isolation and fear of relapse to a person whose courage and love inspires others to change. Darren started using drugs and alcohol at age 14 and continued until he was 23 years old. His family flew down from Virginia to California for an intervention and helped him go to rehabilitation.
I know I had stopped using drugs before I studied the Bible, and I think there was a lot of love and support from my family that prompted that. But I think what I found was that I had changed a lot of my behaviors, but now instead of, a substance sort of making me feel a certain way, now it was like, hey, if I'm just safe and protected from any harm, that's enough, but I was still this 16-year-old kid or 15-year-old kid emotionally inside because I hadn't developed.
He was very lonely, living alone in an apartment and just going to work and AA meetings. While he was working at Starbucks, Darren noticed someone reading a Bible and he asked if he could read it. Darren came with him to church and he liked the realness of the people and decided to get involved in small group Bible studies. Darren found the Bible to be truthful and liberating as it gave him a standard to live his life by.
I was more inspired to love people than I was afraid to be rejected because I knew that ultimately, how I was identified by God, not by my own fears. And, there was a lot of people that led the way in showing how that was done.
The Bible radically changed his heart from hardened and bitter to soft and caring. The Bible helped him to have the courage to be honest and vulnerable so that he could build close relationships with his parents, siblings, and friends.
I used to think, obviously, that, hey, I'll find fulfillment taking care of me, but that just left me empty, right? So I find now that serving and loving other people is actually the thing that fulfills me, whether or not what I think I need happens or not, So I see it both being that overflow of gratitude, and there's so much more to gain out of serving and loving others.
Darren is now married to his wife, Jen. They have 2 young sons. He helps to lead an inclusive soccer program and a small group of families in Bible studies and community involvement. His change is now inspiring others to change their lives as well.